Oh, hi. These are the last three things we're working on, but today I want to try something new, which is, I don't know, we don't put this apple again. I got this, oh, I'm pretty sure this is, oh no, this is like B. Bahang, very thick paper. I thought we'd just try warm-ups, painting the apple, and I don't really mind it is sitting on a photograph because we're trying to learn how to paint photographs. So we're going to start with the uh, that's about the biggest brush I have. I have this brush slightly bigger, but that is such a cheapo brush. I don't know. All right, let's start with the cheapo brush. Why not? So I was going to paint a bunch of apples here. Let's just grab a red here. Sorry, red. Not to be too literal, but we're going to do an apple. Let's start with some red. And I got some red here, and have a little bit of this in there. Okay, so we're going completely intuitive. Let's see what happens. Just gonna, I don't really want to cover the whole thing. The whole space where the apple's gonna be. And right here, we see there's a shadow. So why don't we try to add something such as blue to achieve a shadow of the red. There we go. Cool. Okay. And then, I want to see about a deep green shadow because right in there, there's a deep green shadow. So let's just see. So here we're going to establish the, okay, looks fine. And I mean, that don't look good at all, but wait. And now, see if we can like lift some of this out, because actually this is a sort of a light green area here, so I'll just see if we can't like get rid of all that paint right there. And look, oh, we're using a cheap brush, and there goes a cheap brush hair sticking out, but whatever. We are using a big brush just because, why not? And then, all right, so here we want a kind of a, let's see, about a green with like a lot of yellow happening. So that looks like green with yellow. And put some right here. Not enough yellow for my taste. I'm going to grab some yellow from the yellow palette. This one here, I think it's fancy yellow. Let's see if we can't go a little more on the yellow side of that green. Okay, looks good. And now let's see about a bold yellow orange. Here's some red. Here's my yellow. Try and get an orange kind of tone there. It looks orange enough. And let's go here. Okay, looking good. Okay, and I'm going to just try to add a little bit right there. I really want like here, but since that's already red, I went into that area because, oh, whatever. Anyway, try to get some orange out here. I think that's looking good. All right, next, let's try again. I think that looks pretty good for an underpainting. So here, get some red. Let's try to go a little bit more intense on this one. And okay, let's see. Here, I'm gonna try to do some lines that are, you see on the apple, there's some very faint contour lines that follow the contour of the apple. So here, in this one, I'm just trying to build the 3D looking form by making those contour lines, a few down here. And yeah, normally I would say, you know, this is not good to be using the same tone, you know, here and here. This is close as far, but I'm ready to try something new today. So anyway, and I don't really like an outline, but let's, having said that, let's do an outline. Okay, that looks fine. Now let's get some more red here, a little bit darker. And let's see if we can't just say hi, we're the shadow side of the apple. Put a few dots there. Looking good. That's kind of like fading, I don't know why. I think let's see about just adding this dark here. Okay, that's pretty good. And it looks fine. Okay. Looks kind of weird, that stuff, but whatever. It's probably gonna dry light. All right, now I'm gonna try. Let's get more of an orange. Let's see what we can get for an orange here. Okay. Trying something completely different for this one, which is, you know, a more of a big and abstract kind of stroke. So here we go back to that other red we had going, which is here, plus the dark. And let's be freaky and put a different color in there, a little blue, just to say we're going to be different. Okay, so down here, that's the shadow area. Right here, there's a highlight, so I'm leaving these big white blotches there. And let's see, I'm looking good. And how about here, let's just try to begin a shadow underneath. You can't really see the shadow, so this is kind of an imaginary shadow, but let's see what happens. I'm going to have like a damp brush, and let's try to get an edge to the shadow that is like a soft edge, which goes into nothing. I need this little thing here. I love that. I'm going to leave that for sure. It's like this little white area right there. It'll be a big help. Stuff like that. And well, how about we try the shadow underneath the one on the left. For this one, I'm going to try gray, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of brown to the gray. Let's do, oh, now it turned green. I don't really want green. So how am I going to go get away from green? I guess try some red in there. Okay, that looks all right, I guess. All right, now I'm going to try to start the shadow right here. And, you know, I'm trying to leave a little space to say that, you know, this is not the bottom edge of the apple. And then same thing, I want to diffuse the, a damp brush, not a dry brush. And here I'm just going to try to diffuse this edge. And I guess that is more or less diffused, and I don't really want that to be such a hard line there. We do want the hard line there. That's the, you know, that shadow looks good if you ask me. Hello, 3 people here. Welcome. We are we got these ongoing projects. This, and this, and we're trying to warm up by painting this apple here, and I'm on a 300-pound Bohan paper. So let's I'm gonna see about just smearing this around it. Let's see how that works. I don't know. very unfamiliar with this paper. I mean, I got a couple pads of it. Actually, this is, oh no, that's Arches, but I guess this one here, I don't know if that's Bohong. I think it's like maybe the same company as Bohong. I'm not sure. What just happened? Oh, I just got a big red. Funny thing about this is down here there's these, it's got kind of perforated and made kind of a funny thing on there. Well, anyway, I can tell I'm really resonating here because I got 0 thumbs up and on and off 0 viewers. Anyway, let's moving right along. I want to get a 4th apple here, and this one should really be the butt-kicking apple because now I got 3 practice already. So I like the way that one started the most. So I'm just gonna go here, and I want the upper limit of the apple to be at least like that. I wish I was not overlapping with the, you know, that other thing up there. But whatever, here we go. And that looks good. Okay. This one, I guess we're being extra cautious. Here I want to get into a shadow right away. And so let's just say right here is going to be the bottom. By the way, I'm using a very cheap brush. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Fuumui. The thing costs about $1. It was like 18 bucks for 6 or 7 brushes. I never liked them, but I am committed to becoming familiar with a big brush, because stuff we're gonna do in the future is use some like tutorials from some pro artists, and they use big brushes. Look at that hair that just came off, though. Come on, this is silly. Come on. I mean, I'm gonna throw some blue in this shadow. Why not? And either I got too much water or this paper is not so great. I don't know which. Maybe a little of both. But I don't really like the way the paint is sitting on the paper there. Whatever. It's I want to get a shadow going on the this one over here also. This one I'm just doing a straight gray. I put the paint, now I'm putting water just to get a more of a diffusion. I'm trying to, well, I liked that better before, but whatever. That looks terrible. I guess I'm just gonna get another tone here. I like that triangle right there. I guess that's good enough. Let's just leave it like that, and I don't know what's up here. Okay, well, I don't really like that shadow, but what are you gonna do? Alright, I'm gonna try to add some, oh, I got a thumbs up. Thanks so much. Wow, that's great. Now I feel I more appreciate it. Got some yellow here. Let me get the yellow palette, wherever that went. Here it is. Not that I have that many yellows on this yellow palette, but you know, I'm just trying to reserve the, we keep the yellow away from the blue, basically, because like this, you know, originally this was my yellow corner, and look at the way all the everything just started turning green just from the natural proximity to the blue. So that looks good. And all right, so I was gonna do like this area here. Let's start with this because it's kind of dry. That looks like the wrong yellow, but whatever. Here I'm gonna go in here, and I bet that's not gonna be a good effect, but let's leave it, see what happens. All right, and then here, I'm gonna try some like right there. This one is the simplest and probably gonna be the best, we'll see. I'm gonna try to go even more yellow right there, nice. This brush is like losing hair. Well, I guess we came and we used the big brush, the cheap brush. Now let's use the big expensive brush. This brush at least cost it, I don't know, 15 or 18 bucks, so it must be better, right? All right, so a nice thing to do at this stage would be, yeah, I don't see the pros doing this, but I personally have been trying to make shadows, cool colors in the rear and warm colors in front, which doesn't always work out. And I have no idea where I got into that kick, but here we go. And let's see what happens, because it might not really work out that good. So here the idea is that this portion of the shadow, you know, having a cool color, it'll look like the shadow is coming closer to the viewer. So I don't know if that's going to work out. We're going to find out. Here I just want this to diffuse into nothing. So let's just try to, I guess we're going to just go all the way here and say we are a background, kind of, sort of. And that looks really dumb, but you know, the idea of background is, you know, as you go more layers on a background, it's going to start looking better. And then here I already touched the painting, and I got this, whatever you call that, a plume. And it doesn't really bother me, but see, take it out anyway. I think we got getting a 3D look, and as expected, this is not really looking that great. This blob right here. Okay, well I guess that's different, if not better. So we wanted a yellow stripe in there. So here I'm doing the what would be negative space, and that little strip I left there is going to be yellow. So we hope see about a couple more of these contour lines. Okay, so we're trying to, you know, establish the space of the thing of the apple. I see one thumbs up for a minute there. I thought it was 7. I was, oh man, that's like breaking my personal record. Really, my record is like 18, but it only happened once. And normally it's, oh, the other day I got like 11 or 12, but then when it went on, hey, it's Zaylee Coffee, hi, and thanks for the greeting. And Wes Johnson, thank you very much for the greeting. Big hello to you. So here we're, you know, if you're just joining us, we got this going on, and this going on, and this, 3 work in progress, but we're trying to warm up. And as usual, I've got a feeling that the warm up is going to be the entire session of painting, because I'm late for work as usual, and that's usually the way it works out. Here's a medium beige tone. I'm just going to put it, let's just put it right here just to keep things going. And do we want on here? Why not? Just to keep things going, build some form. And I guess we could put one right here, a little blob. And this, our first one here. I don't know where. I guess we could put it right here and actually say, hi, we're going to be a highlight. Okay, cool. It looks like a highlight. A highlight coming. Okay, good. Now let's Let's see if we can get some, I don't know what this, I found this palette. It's a porcelain palette. I don't even know if that's watercolor. Let's see. Hope it is. Well, it seems to be dissolving in water. I don't know what color that is. Time to get the old test strip out, which is this. Okay, well, I don't think it actually matches any colors there, so maybe we could try that with some of this yellow, which I believe is called rust. Let's see what happens there. Okay, now we got a pleasing orange. It's pretty opaque. You know what? It might be this kind of watercolor here, which says this is a weird watercolor. It's kind of I don't know how they get you know, certain textures in certain watercolor, but however they do that, that's what they did with that watercolor. Okay, so I don't know if that's doing anything for us. I guess it's okay. And yeah, it doesn't really look great what's happening here. And let's see if we can just put some dots there for the heck of it. And up here, why not just try a thing? This was supposed to be the best one, but I don't know if that's really gonna come about. It'll come here. I guess we put stems, then everything's gonna be all right. Like, well, I'm just gonna try to get here, go bold, and say hi. We're coming into focus here. Let's even get to the bottom going. Okay, we kind of got, you know, some round shapes happening, right? This I'm gonna see about take some out, because really, if you look at the reference, this whole area is kind of green. There's a drip. I'm just gonna try to like erase right there to make room for the green. And why don't we try to get a green going? So I'm gonna start with I really should get more yellows. I only really have this Hansa yellow is the only thing close to yellow. And then this is, I don't know what they call it. It's what do you call it? The Artist Loft. And then this one is Rust, which is I like that color. It's got kind of a fluorescent green thing. So then we're using that to begin our green. And now let's add some green. That one's called Jade Green. That is nice, but I think with a lot more yellow would be more appropriate. Just water it down, I guess. Oh, and that really doesn't quite match, but I'm just going to put a dab on that one. No, that does not look that great. But now, you can just take a damp brush and kind of smear it around and say, hi, we're going to be the green area. And then I think I'm actually going to pick up most of it. Okay, we got a hint of green there, which sounds good. Let's see if the hint of green works on here. Yes, nice. I'm going to go a little stronger for this one, and let's just say we're not scared. We're going to go strong green. And let's do a couple of lines on this one. Why not? And that's a little abstract, and there's nothing in there in the green. It's going to say, hi, I'm depth, I'm closer, I'm farther, which is something which I normally am paying constant attention to, but we are going to try something new today. Here I'm going to see about just this. If you can see from your angle, is the apple? Yeah. Well, there's a kind of a thing on top of the stem, so that's what this thing is. It's the thing on top of the stem. I think I'll see about this, a little thing. I don't know if that's good or not. Probably not. And this, I'm going to try to do this. There's that shadow that's right there. Okay. We got 4 apples going, and most of them look somewhere between excellent and wow, that's terrible. Hey, new people here. Hobby5K, thanks so much for the greeting, and let me see if what he painting. Yeah, I'm trying to paint this apple here. Still 1 thumbs up. That's better than 0, isn't it? Okay, I want to get some blue, a blue hue. Here's a blue. This is a kind of a blue. This is kind of a blue on the gray side, and I want to really come in here and say, hey, we are a shadow right here, and we are a serious shadow. We're not playing. And really, it's pretty thick. I really don't like that, but we're trying to use a big brush, so too bad, you know. That one maybe looks a little better. Let's just try come here. And, oh, that looks horrible. Okay. I'm going to smear that because it's just not hitting it for me. Here I'm just trying to get that to become a innocuous thing, which is I'm just trying to make this match all the way around. It's a weird, silly color, but you know, good to have the same weird, silly color everywhere instead of trying to fix it right now. We're gonna fix it with additional layers. That looks good. Okay, I mean, for a weird color, I mean, it looks pretty good. And we see the it is the negative space, and we have a really nice round circle, and there's a hair. I would like to think that was from the cheap brush we were using when we started, and not my $18 brush. I really don't know how much this is. Somebody wanted to look it up, but this is a Treacle number 14. I think it's the Protege, yes. Protege 790 round. Well, anyway, let me see how long we've been at it here. 27 minutes. Oh my gosh, I gotta go to work. Thanks everybody who came by. Wow, that was great. Oh, 10 people here now. We better do something dramatic. Let's see about, let's just see if we can find a good red, a meaningful red, a red that takes command of the the viewer's attention, and that's looking pretty apple-ish in a shadowy way. So, you know, I'm seeing the deepest shadows here, and this shadow, that's green, of course, and then here, that's another green. So I was thinking we're gonna just try to add some stuff right here, and I'm gonna decide we're gonna do the contour lines that are sort of in there. So let's just do that, and I don't know if that's too what do you call it, too literal, and I don't know if we really want any of that same color here, but we're gonna find out. And here we're gonna try and get a whole shadow right there. Yeah, that looks dumb, but wait. I'm gonna try to like blend it up. I guess we should probably go to the edge right there. I don't like any outlines, but having said that, we're doing a big outline here. And you see this white on the bottom. I'm leaving that white. That's going to be very important to establish our, what do you call it? Here I'm trying to even this up to establish depth. And this, I'm just going to see if we can take most of it out. Okay, that looks good. This is fine. That's okay. I'm just going to do a faint thing here. Just say, hi, I'm the positive space. That looks okay. And then here, let's try to get a nicer red, a little bit brighter. like this one, which is actually sort of an orange, put a little more yellow, and I'm going to try to go right here. Let's just come in here. So we're trying to build richness and depth here, luster and all of that. And what would be nice right here is to take a little of this paint out. In fact, I'm going to just rub this with water and see if we can't kind of take a highlight here. And we dripped on that. All right, there's a slight highlight. I think we're going places, and this thing looks kind of 3D. The first one, I like the shadow and all that, but we're kind of ignoring the first one. Well, okay, finally, I got to really go to work. Thanks everybody who came by, and that was a lot of fun. And we're trying to do the apple from life 4 times, and warming up, because what we really want to do is our works in progress, which are these 3 paintings right here. All right, thanks again. Everyone have a super great Friday.